everyone, I'm Cynthia Conte.
And I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
Welcome to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. We are on the road. Kenny Sims, you have come joined us. Okay, first of all, I'm blinded by this bling.
Let's talk about it.
I got this after my fight when I fought Elvis Rodriguez. Mm-hmm. So it's just a gift. I'm around Jared Hurd a lot. He got a lot of James, so I needed to blend in. So I just feel like I should get this as a gift to myself.
Okay.
Got my initials on it.
Kenny Sims.
Then on the back it says Boss Man.
Why Boss Man?
My aunt called the hospital the day I was born and asked my mom if she could give me that nickname. So it just stuck, and I feel like it works for boxing too. So
shout out to aunties.
Right?
Shout out to a good auntie. We love that. So here we're here. It's a great fight weekend. We're going to talk about you and your ambition. Let's start with that. Let's talk about the 140 division. You campaign at 140. Mm-hmm. One of the most glamorous divisions, 147, 140, the lighter weight's most popular. What kind of statement do you want to make at 140? What's the next year look like for you at 140?
The next year, I hope to get a title shot. I'm ranked top 15 in WBA, so I'm working my way towards it. Right now, I was want to fight anybody that's ranked ahead of me so I can move up the rank and get to where I think I belong, and that's the top.
Mm-hmm. Out of those top 15, is there specific names like your top 3? Let's try to make this happen. We are matchmaking. We kind of do matchmake.
Okay, honestly, I know who I'm fighting, but I can't talk about it yet.
Okay.
That's just the situation I'm in right now. So hopefully, once I can talk about it, I can talk to y'all again.
Does that fighter know that you guys are fighting?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, give us a message for that fighter, and we'll go back later down the line and put the name in later.
Just hope he's ready to lose.
That's the first I've heard.
Well, again, congratulations. A great division, and it's a great fight weekend here. We're here for Benavidez Plant. Mm-hmm. Who are you picking in the main event? It's a close fight.
I knew Caleb for a long time, so I'm always rooting for Caleb. My first time on it, when I was 16, my first time on the USA team, Caleb was my teammate, so I'm rooting for Caleb all the time.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Caleb is in David Benavidez's head?
I think so, but I don't know how that works out because I feel like it's two ways that could work out.
Mm-hmm. How can you explain?
Make him over emotional and make a lot of stupid mistakes, or it could just make him more sharp and more focused.
Mm-hmm. How do you think Caleb wins since you are riding with Team Plant?
Well, he's a boxer, so I think his plan is, of course, going to be the box. Benavidez's plan is going to... it's pretty textbook. Benavidez is a pressure fighter. Caleb's a boxer. But I think Caleb has a box, but I think he does have to get some type of respect from Benavidez. So we got to sit in the pocket a little bit just to make sure, Benavidez knows I can't just run in on him. I got to be smart about it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
There's been a lot of talk about the mental warfare between the two of them. What kind of a fighter are you? Are you trash talking your opponents on the scale? And what's the worst thing you've ever said to a fighter, whether you are amateur? What's the worst thing you've ever said to a fighter during a face-off?
Honestly, I can't keep a serious face. The face-off most of the time.
Smiling.
I tried before. Well, it was one time. Montana Love, that was the only time I could, because he was talking trash. I knew him since we were 9 years old. We fought in amateur, so that was kind of the only time I could keep a serious face. But any other time when people mean mug me, I can't help but smile because I feel like I don't need to talk trash. Of course, to promote yourself, they talk trash. But personal wise, we fighting anyway. If we got a problem with me, I'm gonna punch you anyway. You're gonna try to punch me, so it's okay.
Are you besties with Montana Love, or are you just Okay, so then even better. Montana Love had that fight. He allegedly lost. He knocked the guy out of the ring and then he hit somebody.
It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
That decision was very, very. Everyone tweeted about it. What did you think about the decision of that fight?
So,
run it for us.
We're not enemies, but
frenemies.
We're not friends.
We're
cool.
Freddie.
We cool.
Frenemies.
I felt like he panicked, and I felt like the ref made the right decision because if you look over it, he threw him over the top rope. So I felt like he could have won that fight. And I felt like he panicked because he didn't like the roughhousing, but that's part of boxing. So you gotta get ready for that. And I don't think he was ready for that, and he panicked and lost control of himself.
That would have been a good fight for this weekend
was
because
like,
WWE is like right next door tonight, so that would have been a good fight for tonight.
That's what the
That's
traffic
a line,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to SmackDown tonight.
Okay, I was wondering on my way over here. I'm like, why is there so much traffic?
They're here for you.
They
I
are,
wish.
Kenny.
I hope one day.
Amen.
Boss man, they're here for the boss man.
That's right.
So you're the 140 division, and we know that we have in the 135 and 140 you have Shakur, who just moved up to 135, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Tank. Let's get a Tank Garcia prediction, because some people don't want to talk about it because it's over and done with, but we have never talked to you. So who do you think wins this fight, and how?
I think Tank wins. I don't think it goes the distance either way. I think Tank wins, but I don't think it's a cakewalk. I think a lot of people underestimate Ryan, and I think that's because they look at it as he got famous and really popular outside of boxing before he made it in boxing, so they look at him as a YouTuber, but Ryan's been boxing his entire life. So they underestimate him a lot. Like, he knows what he's doing in the ring. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I think it's going to take time to figure him out, but I think it's going to be danger while he's figuring him out, because Ryan can punch and he is fast and he knows what he's doing. So to me, it's I wouldn't say 50-50, but I'd say like 60-40 for Tank.
There's a lot of good fighters that are still active right now that have come through the 140 division. Notably, Terrence Crawford was undisputed at 140. Big Bro. Lucas Matisse, Danny Garcia, Postal. Like, lots of great names have come through 140. When you're not fighting, other than Big Bro, you can't say Big Bro, who do you like to watch to fight? Whose style that is must-see TV for you? Can't say Big Bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say him, 'cause I still a lot. I mean, Shakur. I guess that's my little bro. But I learned a lot from him, even though he's younger than me. Shakur. I look at a lot of old fights. Andre Ward. That's one of mine. Matter of fact, yesterday a guy at the press conference, he said he was talking to me about something, and then he was like, somebody said something about Caleb Plant, like channeling Andre Ward for tomorrow.
Okay.
And the guy said that Andre Ward is trash, and I said,
wow.
I looked at him.
Who
and
said this?
I don't know his name, but I looked at him and I said,
I know one of our media people did not say
looked
that.
at
Was it
him.
media?
I don't know.
Do they have a microphone holding it?
No.
Okay.
I looked at him and I said, okay, bye. I'm done talking to you.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I walked off. And then he tried to like convince me, and I said, I have nothing else to say to you.
That's not a real boxing
It's
fan.
not.
Yeah, I was
They're
like,
haters.
I have nothing
They
else
drank
to say
that
to you.
haterade. We did have a nice, beautiful conversation about Shakur and his b-ball skills, and Terrence Crawford is apparently the best at everything.
And the most competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they too competitive, dude.
Yeah, have you
Like,
ever
I
played
seen-
basketball with them?
Yeah, I seen them stay up to like 3 o'clock in the morning arguing about who's
Oh, arguing, not even playing.
And they was talking about football at this time, and they lined up in the middle of the house like they were about to tackle each other, and they both had fights coming up. And we was like, bro, y'all gotta fight, chill, relax. They just
So who won?
No, I mean they didn't do nothing. We stopped them. We was like, chill, relax. But I never seen them play one-on-one. Like, I played with Shakur a lot, but I never seen them two play against each other.
Did you see Shakur and Devin Haney play together?
At basketball?
Yeah.
I don't think I played when they was younger. I don't think Devin's that good at basketball.
That's exactly what he said. Because we asked him who would be on his starting five, who he would
Sorry,
take in the
Devin.
ring. He said he didn't want to take Devin. He said he definitely wouldn't take Floyd because there's lots of fighters who
Yeah,
love
I
to
don't
play
think- I don't think
basketball.
Devin, like, I like to play basketball. But I don't think Devin wasn't good at basketball when I seen him. But I don't think he's.
Do you guys play video games?
I played 2K a lot. I'm new to Call of Duty, getting better.
Do you guys all play each other?
Yeah, me and Shakur used to stay up to like 6 in the morning playing 2K.
See, listen.
Y'all need to go to
I
bed.
feel
For
like
real.
I'm the best boxer that plays 2K, by the way.
Oh,
We should start a tournament.
If anybody want to challenge that, then
You
y'all
hear
can do
that?
it, but
Boss
What's your gamer tag so they can play with you? Because I want
KMSIMS3.
Okay.
come see him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
heard
got
that
play,
he said
PlayStation
she's
5. I think I'm the best at 2K. I don't think nobody in boxing world can beat me.
You said you stole some stuff from Bud Crawford. What do you steal from him in the ring? Like what is that go to?
So the first time I sparred with Bud, he hit me in the arms so much that by like the third or fourth round, I couldn't raise my arms.
That's a really good tactic.
That's one thing. And then he just talks to me a lot. Like I was in camp with him for his Amir Khan fight, and he just talked to me a lot. every session he'll tell me stuff I need to work on. It'll just be small stuff about moving my head a certain way or not making sure that somebody doesn't hit me in a certain spot. So it's just small stuff that he always gives me tips on my feet placement, everything.
Does he live, eat, breathe boxing when you guys hang out or you guys are in training camp? Or does he shut his mind off by reading, or is it just like?
I think he live, breathe, eat everything.
Yeah,
to hear Shakur tell it.
I was about to say he lives, breathes anything he can compete in.
I even asked pickleball. He's like, he'd be good at pickleball too.
Yeah, he live and breathe anything he can compete at.
Are you a switch hitter like him?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, left or right?
Right. I know he prefers left. It looks like most of the time. He prefers left.
Okay,
But
that's
me,
so cool.
I prefer right. But I've been switching since I was in camp with Abel Ramos, and I'm a right-hander, but I was sparring with him, staying southpaw all the time.
Yeah, he needs southpaw.
Yeah.
Is Abel Ramos who had the chicken coop?
No, his brother Jesus.
Okay.
I sparred with Jesus before.
He has a whole chicken coop, and we're like, can you give us some eggs? We'll hustle the egg cartel. He has a whole
whole thing.
Ask Terrence. Well, no, I don't. He doesn't have chickens. I know he has a lot of land, but he should start raising chickens, and he should sell the eggs. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I've been seeing it going viral about the egg prices going up in the store.
Right.
See, you don't even know how much the eggs cost. That must be nice.
We'd be on this. We'll be side hustling. Be like, got some eggs.
Salute to perfecting athletes. You know, they
I
just
love
show
them.
up and eat.
I love them. I work with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How is that? A lot of people say their diet's very important, especially when you're in camp, because we've seen a lot of people lose everything on the scale. For you, was it easy to get into the groove of eating healthier? Because sometimes you want to eat bad, but the foods, do they even sit there and say, you know what, I know what you eat. We're gonna compromise with your macros and the energy that you're gonna be using as you run and blah blah blah. How does that work for you? What do they do for you?
I'm super grateful for them because I have sickle cell trait. So I believe they changed my life.
What
They
is
changed
that?
my career. I have sickle cell trait. It's just a lot of details.
Okay.
Basically, I guess when because you got dehydrated a little bit for boxing, and I guess it's harder on my body because I have the trait, sickle cell, to rehydrate. So they make sure.
Oh, the sickle cell trait. I'm sorry.
I don't have sickle cell. I have the trait.
The trait.
Yeah. So, and I didn't know it was affecting me in my earlier fights before I started working with them. So I would be fighting and I wouldn't feel tired, but my body would just shut down. And I would space out kind of in the middle of the fight. And
How did you know you had the trait beforehand? That before you worked with? Okay, and so they worked around the food.
yeah, I
that you
just
can
didn't
help.
know
Okay.
that it would affect me. I didn't know it was affecting me because in amateurs the fights was 3 rounds, so it
Right.
didn't really bother me. But as a pro, once I got to 8 rounders, and I see, I'm not tired. My breathing's fine, but I feel like I can't move really. I move, but it's slow and lethargic. So working with them, I feel changed everything for me.
I'm glad that you're speaking about this because people think it's just as simple of losing weight, gaining weight, being on weight for the fight, but there are other health risks and other health issues that especially for black folks, there are other, just people of color in general that we have to take into consideration. So what's one big dietary change that they've given you that you're I must have this every single time just to make sure my health is good and I'm on point?
Yeah, the main thing is I drink water all the way up until the day of the weigh-in.
Good.
So they keep, they have everything to a science, how much I eat, how much I drink, how much water I need to drink. So maybe the fight week or 2-3 weeks before, I don't touch or eat anything that they don't give me.
Oh, that's smart. Well, shout out to Perfecting Athletes. For boxers, I know it gets very expensive, but once you start making some coin, don't buy jewelry. You earned it.
This
but
is
you're
fly.
already working with Perfecting Athletes.
Yes.
And you realize that's changed your life.
Yeah.
But for all of you guys that once you step into the pros, you never know. You might have some kind of hidden sickness, and everything is usually healed by foods. So I'm really glad you just stay safe in the ring now.
Yeah.
That scared me when you
I
said
know.
what you have. That scares me. But Kenny Sims, thank you for taking the time
Thank
out.
you.
We can't wait to find out your prediction for Caleb Plant and also for Tank Garcia. And then also, we can't wait to hear who you're going to be fighting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We just know you're going to
Whoever you are.
I follow a lot of your tweets. I keep up with your tweets.
Oh, thank
They make me laugh.
Oh.
Don't mind us. You know, if we don't laugh, we'll cry.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
We just do what we love, and we love the people that ride with us. But thank you, we
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank you.
Okay, well, do you have any socials that everyone can follow you?
Yeah, everything. Twitter, Instagram, website is Kenneth Sims Jr.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, Jeandra, we're wrapping another one in the can. Kenny Sims,
Thank
boss
you.
man.
You know, perfecting athletes. If you want to, you know, perfect. I'm kind of old. I don't fight, but you know, if you want to perfect this podcast, perfecting podcasters,
There
because
you
some
go.
of our contemporaries need some help like this too. So hey,
All right, guys, I'm Cynthia Conte.
and I'm Jeandra LeBeauf.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the best women's boxing show, period. See you guys at fights. Bye, guys.